This is a work of fiction. All views expressed, characters, places, and incidents are derived from the author's imagination. Any resemblance to actual persons living or dead, business establishments, or actual events or locales is purely coincidental. No part of this book, podcast, or broadcast may be reproduced or transmitted without prior written permission from the publisher. All rights reserved.
I have lived many lives and seen many things. I am a time traveler, a denizen of the past, and I can't possibly find all of the world's mysteries in just one lifetime. So I'm sharing all that I've learned in this one. There is much more to learn and discover. If you want to join me on this journey, follow along and come with me on this adventure through time and space.
The star of our story, Earth, is captured in the twilight of the setting sun, with a gentle palette of celestial purples and oranges stretching across the horizon as if painted by an invisible divine hand. Ethereal tendrils of light flow across the planet's surface, the rainbow of shades and hues enhancing the beauty of what was. Within the expansive and endless blue ocean waters, an entire world of bioluminescent organisms come to life after dark, emitting a mesmerizing and dazzling display of light. With their radiant and vibrant colors, these creatures mimic the sparkle and wonder of the vast universe above, creating a truly awe-inspiring sight to behold. It's an experience that leaves an indelible impression on those who are fortunate enough to witness it. In the fluttering of their leaves, verdant forests, untamed and luxuriant, wash like waves across enormous continents, telling tales of ancient mysteries and primeval origins. Imagine a magnificent phoenix-like metropolis of sparkling silver and translucent crystal erupting from the forest. Structures pierce the sky, a spectacular display of human achievement and defiance of natural rules. The streets are alive, with sophisticated cars gliding fluidly through the city's arteries and holographic billboards painting brilliant stories in the air. The inhabitants, a mix of organic and artificial life forms, move to the beat of an orchestrated symphony, each playing their part in the grand story of human survival. Their expressions reflect the dichotomy of their existence: admiration for their own inventiveness, and a subtle regret for the innocence lost in the chase of advancement. Shifting upward into the sky, streaked with intergalactic vehicle contrails, we transport ourselves and imagine a portrayal of a society teetering on the verge of its own creation. Do you ever get so overwhelmed by the scope of history that you find yourself yearning to experience life in a different time period? This collection of stories, titled Time Traveler's Digest, an anthology, is more than a book. It's a doorway to the past. Explore compelling stories that blend Egyptology with the gripping narratives of the African diaspora. Do you remember how many nights you spent reading books by Octavia E. Butler or Toni Morrison? The way their stories hovered on the edge of plausibility and fantasy? This anthology carries the torch, showing the way through the maze of time and space in imaginative and historical contexts. It's not about getting from point A to point B, rather, it's about the questions raised and the feelings experienced. It's about the journey, the emotions we grapple with, and the reflections we're left with long after the final page has been read. Time Traveler's Digest encourages you to take a breather from the constant scrolling of short-lived digital content, to ponder, to travel without moving. This book is dedicated to all the readers who crave stories with a bit more scope than the norm and stretch beyond the ordinary. Don't just hear about it, experience it. Turn the pages of Time Traveler's Digest and let the stories carry you away through a journey beyond the constraints of time. Available now in ebook, paperback and hardcover. Secure your copy today on Amazon.com.
Isn't it amazing how legends and lore intertwine with our realities? But hang on a minute. Aren't you just a tad bit curious about how the descendants of Kemet kept this mysterious Sefer substance a secret? I mean, come on. It's the digital age. Can you keep anything under wraps these days?